Welcome to Divine Law by Lauren. Chosen ones are going to be the most targeted, the most understanding, the most empathic, but the most fuck around and find out. And the reason is because chosen ones have gone through tremendous, tremendous loss, grief, betrayal, pain, hurt at their very own friends, family, a lot of family. So, the way that you know if someone is actually a chosen one, and don't get me wrong, I think that this word can be thrown around, but I do think there are a lot of us. I will be the first to tell you there is many of us that reincarnated just for this mission on Earth. But chosen ones, we have reincarnated for this mission specifically to work on the grid, wake up the masses. We are light workers, star seeds. We are all from different galaxies, and we all have come here with a divine mission and a divine purpose. Our purpose in humanity is to help shift us to the new earth into the 5D. That is why Christ consciousness is rising right now. And that is why the power of the mind is being taught more right now than it ever has in history. We are living in a really cool time where we get to teach people and help people transition over to the 5D. So, chosen ones really have had it hard and they really have fought. And when I say fought, I mean fought. In my situation, we've all had handlers, right? So every single one of us has a handler. If you are chosen, you have a handler. And a handler means that there is someone in your life that is set to watch you. Do they consciously know that they are a handler? I do feel that some of them do. Do some of them not? Maybe. But the handler is going to kind of, in a way, it's similar to the MK Ultra because the handler is going to throw off your energetic field and throw off your field altogether, give you anxiety, fear, all of those lower vibrational states. Your handler is going to kind of they just keep tabs on you. They want to know what you're doing, where you're at, who you're with, create that chaos in the nervous system because your nervous system is a huge antenna that lets you reach that higher state of consciousness, right? So if your nervous system is out of whack because your handler is creating this chaos, then you can't reach your altered states that you're supposed to as a chosen one because that's why you're here. So they know why you're here. And your handler could be your very own family. My handler was my mother, and I figured this out a long time ago. And I figured out that you no longer need to associate with your handler. And when you disassociate from your handler, that is when things get a little messy and things can start becoming a little chaotic. But remember, all chosen ones need to remember this. And this is the most important thing I will ever tell you. You have the power. And that is what has not been told to you for so long. You have the power. Your power is your mind. So, whatever you don't want in your reality, bye, it doesn't exist anymore. You don't want your handler, bye, they don't exist anymore. You don't want people watching you, hi, they don't exist anymore. You don't want to be targeted anymore, boom, they don't exist anymore. You hold the power. So whatever you give your awareness to creates the quantum, it's quantum entanglement, right? So whatever you're giving your awareness to collapses all in one, right? So it collapses into that timeline specifically. Interesting. So, whatever you're giving your awareness to, it collapses all in one. So, you have to remember you have the power. They do not have the power. You hold the power. So, whatever you want to change, and if you don't want to be targeted anymore, you don't want these attacks anymore, just observe it. Observe it. Because once you realize that you're so much more powerful than that and you hold the power, they don't hold the power. You hold the power. Because if they held the power, then you wouldn't be getting attacked. You see that? So there's a reason that you've been getting attacked. It's because you hold the power, you hold the keys, you hold everything. So remember, this is all a mind game. This is all a mind game. It can feel like physical attacks on your body and everything, but just remember, you hold the power. Whatever you say goes. If you don't want to be living in this reality where you are constantly getting attacked, stop giving it your attention. Take your attention away from it. If it comes, observe it. You are the observer. You are awareness. So observe that situation, observe it, and let it pass because you are the observer of your thoughts. If you get thoughts that say, you are this, you are that, observe it. Do you really believe that? Because that's another thing. If you believe it to be true, then it is true because that is law. That is the I am, that is law. So, chosen, remember, you have the power. Stop giving your power away. Stop focusing on things that you don't want and you don't like in your reality. And remember, go back to the kingdom of heaven, which is inside you. God resides inside you. You are an extension of the Most High. You are an extension of the I am. Remember, this is the law. This is law. Whoever follows God's law will be in the kingdom of heaven. So, remember, you write the law. You are the law. Chosen one, you are the law. It is your job to take your power back. I can tell you this 1,050,000,000,000 times, but if you don't remove your awareness from what is happening to you, even though I know it seems hard, I know, trust me, they've told me to do crazy things to myself. They've tried to take me out, and I know what happens. I know how it goes. I've been heavily targeted my whole life. I know how it goes. And they even succeeded at one point, but I was sent back just for this. So take your power back. Remember, you are the power. There is no one that has more power than you. If you didn't have the power, they would not be wanting you. Remember that. Remember that. You hold the power. You are the observer. Observe. Don't react. Just observe. And it's kind of funny, like, nice try. Try again. Nice try. And then keep going back in your mind and consciously creating what you want and what you desire. Because the more that you go back and you keep consciously creating what you want and the reality you desire, your handlers don't exist there. These attacks don't exist there. These negative beliefs, this fear, none of that exists there. So keep rewriting it. And it might take a little bit. I'm not going to tell you it's going to happen overnight, but keep rewriting it because this chosen is spiritual warfare. And they'll say, oh, you're crazy, you're X, Y, and Z. But no, everything is spiritual. We are multi-dimensional beings living. We are souls living a human experience. Everything is spiritual. Everything is energy. Everything. So take your power back, step into your power. Remember, you are chosen, you are anointed. Do not touch my chosen, anointed once. You hold the power. You hold it. Call on God, remember who you are, step into your I am, and step into your authority. Take your power back. They don't have control. You have control. And if you need help, message me. The link is in my bio. I will help you. I also have an ebook on Chosen and how you can step into your divine authority.